I don't go into these videos with a script, right? So whatever comes off the top of my head is going to be what is said, all right? All right. So yesterday was graduation day, and I feel pretty good now. I was worried going into the area with graduation. I was worried going to the place because I knew I would see those people, you know, my ex and the new guy. Well, it wasn't nearly as bad as how it first was, and that's great. I was thinking I was going to be like horrible feeling like how I did before. It was messing with me like once I first got there. I was just feeling like, why am I here? I don't want to be here. There's people that I'm seeing. Some people I don't want to see, and of course I saw them. I saw her. I saw him, but she didn't. She didn't look the same. She looked much different than how I used to see her, which is pretty good. Way better than anything, honestly. The guy, obviously he sees me, but I'm not paying attention, so I'm just walking around trying to see where my friends are at, which I wasn't able to find. No, I didn't find them whenever everybody was all situated, walking around in their areas and everything. There was a whole big room, a giant room with just everybody in there, just walking around. All the students, not like the people from outside. Just all the students were just walking around, trying to get to where they needed to, talking to friends. I got there maybe like 10 minutes late when you were supposed to be there already, but that was fine because I didn't have to sit there waiting longer with those people fucking by, like walking by. And well, I'm walking. I see one of my friends, Aiden. Oh no, ironic, Aiden. But I see Aiden, the good guy, and I'm like, hey man, how are things? How are you, man? Like, it's been a while since I've seen him at least, and I'm used to seeing him every day because he's in my classes all the time. But just seeing you outside of school now, this is probably gonna be the last time I ever see you in person. And I said hi to him real quick. Said hi to a few other friends that I saw. None of my main group of friends I was able to see, but okay, I kept walking. I'm walking and I see him, you know. But I'm just like, if he's there, who else is going to be there? Her. So I'm walking by. I didn't see her though, but I didn't also want to look for her. I didn't want my eyes to look around like, oh, where could she be? Because it didn't matter. I don't care anymore. So I'm walking. And it's funny because, beforehand I would be like, oh yeah, that's her. Oh, that's without a doubt her. But I was walking and I saw her and I was just like, is that her? Like I couldn't tell. For some reason I couldn't tell. I'm walking, I'm just like, oh. But I never met eyes with her. Like I was walking by and my eyes looked, and I think it was her. I was like, and then I kept looking forward, and then I see that on my like peripheral vision, she's looking at me, like her head like following me. I'm like, all right, that's probably her. But the whole time I'm just stone faced. I'm just like walking, and didn't pay any attention to it afterwards. It was it was a little bit what do you say what do you say stressful on my end because eventually I started letting it get to me like how it was before, but not nearly as bad. But it was kind of ruining my mood a little bit. I was walking, I didn't know where to go. I was just like, okay, section A, go to section A where all these people are going. Follow the big line, all that. So I'm walking over there, and I see this girl. Her name's Ruby, and I've been talking to her. She's a pretty cool person, good friend, but nothing other than that as of, well, who knows. But she's a really cool person. And I saw her. We were just talking. We were playing Roblox. We were just talking off the phone. This morning, or last morning, everybody was on the phone, and we were all there. Getting ready for graduation, and I didn't sleep. Oh yeah, I gotta say that. I gotta mention that later. So I didn't sleep at all. But Anyways, I see Ruby, and this is the first time I've actually talked to her in person. I was kind of like, oh shit, hey, like, I don't know what to say to her because I don't know if I look fucking weird or something. I don't want to make a weird impression. I'm just like, oh hey, and she didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to go, but it was cool, like being able to see somebody and not have to worry about something. I was like, all right. She didn't know where to go, and she told me just to follow her. I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I followed her for like what 10 seconds maybe. She was also confused. She was trying to look for people too, as so was I. So she found like one of her friends. I was like, all right, I think I should leave her be now. So I started walking on my side, trying to see where the fuck I'm supposed to go. And I know my last name, and my friend has the similar letters. So I was like, he has to be over here. So I'm walking over there, and if it isn't Aaron, the crabster, and it was good seeing Aaron. Like he doesn't join calls as often, but it was funny seeing him because I saw him all the time at school. So I, dapped him up. If it isn't the big Aaron, the big crabs, and that was fun. It was great just talking to him for a little bit. He was like, oh man, do you know where to go? I was like, no idea. He's like, well, your name does come before mine, so it's probably in front of me. I was like, yeah, you might be right, but he was far back, and we only have like a one letter difference. I'm like, where the hell could I possibly have to go? So I started looking for my area, and eventually I found it, obviously, and I just stood there in the wall, and across from me was Ruby, and we would meet eye contact, and she'd go like, because she, nobody wants to be here right now, and it was funny, just being able to look real quick and see somebody that, hey, that's somebody I know. So time goes on. We're just waiting in the line for like another 10 minutes. They're checking to see if we have anything underneath us, anything like, oh, no guns, no weapons, whatever the fuck, no drugs, no anything, no sound makers, whatever. And so eventually we were able to go. The music starts playing for graduation. Everybody's walking. You're on the big screen. Behind you is all these crowds of people, just all these people. It's funny though, because in that crowd of people, there's only certain people looking at you. You know what I mean? Like, looking for you, not just looking at you. So my family was like looking for me, I'm pretty sure, looking at the screen to see if I was there. I didn't see it where my family was the whole time, the entire time. But I'm just walking, and mind you, I have to look forward. The whole crowd's behind me, so I can't go, where they? No, can't do that. So the whole time I couldn't get my cap on. It's like my head is so fat, the cap just kept going, like kept going off, and the whole time it looked like I was covering my ears, but no, I was just trying to keep it on. So I was like this the whole time, trying to keep it on while looking, and then I looked sped, right? So I'm walking, and then we got to go sit down in our seats, and the people on top, they're talking about their high school, what high school gave me, class president bullshit, high school did this, high school did that, high school yada, 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 and a whole lot of that. And I'm going to be honest, my attention span was so fucking short yesterday, maybe because I was up for 24 hours before graduation, and I'm just sitting down, with trying to keep my hat on, because you can't have it off while you're sitting down, so I'm just like the whole time, I'm able to sit back, but there's two people right next to me, shoulder, not even a shoulder, is right here. His is his other, holy fuck, this is his other shoulder just right here, and I'm just like, I gotta wait. So time's going on. They're doing their fucking speech. I was like, oh, ooh, don't we all have something to say? So, time's going on, I'm not being rude, of course, to them, but I'm just like, I'm listening. But I'm not listening to everything. It's more like I'm just hearing. So, okay, they're talking, and then the principal goes up, and everybody's on alert, because we're thinking we have to stand up now when she says recommend. But she says recognize, and people are looking around do we stand up? But no, it's not recommend, so it's recognize. And she said recognize so much, it starts the same, so I was I almost stood up. I was just like, do we go up? But nobody's getting up. I was like, okay, we're fine. Recognize is a whole different word than recommend, so we're good. So we're just talking. They just keep talking. Oh, something President Obama's bullshit, and then this person, and then class president, and then what they did. Oh, here's a new person, new person, new person. All right, 4 people with a 103.70 fuck graduation GPA. How the fuck do you go over 100? I don't know, but 103 as your GPA, like, just to work a 9 to 5 one day? That's insane. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going off track, but really, in reality, all these people, we're all from the same school, we're all graduating. We all have different backgrounds, of course. Some people better than other people, and because they want to, they want to study, they want to do things. Not everybody wants to sit there and study and do certain things. So these people are just better, right? However, just because you're better academically wise doesn't mean you can't be better in other things. So school is just another thing, just I guess to keep you in check almost, to not lose all your wits. And time keeps going on. They're talking. Maybe like 20 minutes of talking passed already. Now it's time that people start going up to graduate. So all of the top 10 students first graduate first, like just because they're top 10, regardless of their last name or whatever the fuck. So they go up there. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see any of them because I'm row 2. So I got to go up too when they're already going. So all of my friends don't have a last name with C, so I'm already going up. So we wait, and we're in the back of the stage now. There's just a bunch of people outside too, telling us what to do. Like, don't wait, just look, smile, don't do anything stupid. Okay. So you just keep walking. There's ladies with mirrors, so they can show you what you look like, which was really nice because you couldn't have your phone. So you continue walking up, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna be up there soon. Not sure what I'm gonna do, and I get handed a card saying, Elijah with the presidential scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Elijah Ceballos. So they're telling my scholarship first, and then they're gonna say my name. But the thing is, it's such a long process of words, so I gotta stand there for the whole time, right? So I'm walking up, and on the big screen, I saw prior that you could see yourself before you go up, anyways. So I had to make sure to mog real quick. I was just just looking, trying to look good. So I'm going up, and then it's my turn next. I'm not looking down. I don't want to see no retards. So I'm just like, all right, okay. And then they tell me to go up. Reminder, it's my first time doing this because it's going to be my first time ever. And I'm going up, and they just say, just look straight. I'm just looking. And I have a smile on. At first, I was just like, but then I was like, just looking. And it's funny because, once they said, I was up there, they're saying, with a presidential scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Elijah Patrick Ceballos. I'm just like, I had to stand there up there the whole time when he was saying that. I was just like, and I looked down for a second, right? And I see him with the biggest fucking frown or something on his face. He was just like, the fuck did I do to you? You got what you wanted already, dipshit. So that made me smile about I just kept walking, What the fuck is he gonna do now? I'm on the stage, you're gonna be on the stage, but people are cheering for me. Nobody cheered for him. He had that he has a smile like this. Get that shit out of here. My friend one of my friends, my good friend actually, he was just like, holy chud. And not even wrong for that. He has a beard, but that beard doesn't even look like it belongs to him. But, anyways, I'm walking down the stage now, and I know I have haters, and I know I have lovers. My friend Justin, he was, yelling at me. My good friend Brandon, who was behind me, yelling. Or he wasn't behind me while I was going up the stage. He sits behind me when I'm sitting down, looking at people graduate. So he was there. He was looking at me, my friend Aaron, my friend Carter, all the guys, everybody. And I'm glad that I was able to have that because, hey, that's nice. So I'm going by and I'm walking to get my, my diploma thingy, and I'm shaking the hand and everything. And you just hear in the background, yeah, Elijah, let's go. I didn't see my family the whole time, but I'm sure they were cheering for me. A lot of people in my family went actually, and so I'm walking down, and I got this huge smile on my face, fuck yeah, it's good. It's time to be happier, you know? It's a good time to be fucking happy. And I'm walking down the stage, and I already have my diploma, and or not yet. I have like the case for it. So I'm walking down, and then I see these people. They're like saying, "Oh, congratulations, congratulations." The guy behind me unzipped his robe a little bit to put the Go Spurs Go. He got in trouble, of course, because you can't wave or do any bullshit. So they thought it was me. They're like, "Did you wave or something?" I was like, because I had a smile on my face. So I guess I looked guilty. But I was like, "Oh no, I just stood up there and just smiled." And they're like, "Oh okay." And then they saw the guy behind me. Like, "Oh, it was you." So I'm walking, and then I see some teachers of mine, right? I see my good teacher, calculus teacher, Doc. He's like, I think there's a typo on your thing. It's supposed to say Ceballos, Ceballos, because that's my nickname in his class. College board kind of like, gutted me, and I put my recommended name as Ceballos, and my last name is still Ceballos. So, Ceballos, Ceballos, surname. And that's how I'm known, to him at least, right? So he's like, oh, there's a little typo in there, and he wanted to take a photo with me, so I was just like, funny photo. And so we were going, and he's like, all right. I was like, goodbye, Doc. I'll see you later. He's like, yes, sir. And then continue going. And then there's another little line, and it says, silly photo. Because you have to take a photo with your diploma thing first, like this. And then you keep walking, and then now there's a silly photo. I'm like, when am I going to get this shit? But I was like, I was asking the lady, like, what am I doing exactly? And she's like, no, silly photo. You could go like this or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. And then the other girl was like, you want to jump? I was like, no, do not let me jump. So I was like, I was thinking, like, what can I do? What can I do? And so then I decided, like, to go on my knees and hit, like almost like a guitar, like hitting a guitar solo. But I had it like this. I was just like, and then they took a photo of that. I was like, perfect. That looks good. And then my family told me after graduation, they're like, we saw you do that little, like, thing on the floor down there. I was like, oh, they wanted a silly photo. So now I'm walking back to my, my seats. I'm walking back, and I know there's people looking at me. You know who you are. I'm walking by, and I have a smile, trying to get my hat on, my cap on. I'm just like, oh, stay on, please. Just continue walking. And I sit down. Brandon's there. I was telling her, like, oh, graduation. And now I'm just gonna look at people now. There's people. I'm already done with my graduation. Now there's new people going up. More people. More people. More people. More people. I see Brandon. Brandon. You see everybody. Justin, Carter, Aaron, all these people, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just cheering for them because, hey, this is a time. This is an important time. Do what you fucking can, right? So I'm yelling. I don't care if I'm getting in trouble or if I will get in trouble. I'm just gonna start yelling, and they're going through. And eventually, you know whose turn it is. It's his turn. But it's so funny because, like, me and Brandon were talking to each other at first, like, I'm going to boo him. But I was like, nah, I shouldn't do that. That is kind of rude. It is an important time for everybody. However, some people do deserve some worse things for some certain things. And, I was just like, nah, booing would be too loud because if the crowd is too quiet, as it was, I don't want to be the only one saying something, then get in trouble because of him, you know what I mean? Something I wanted to do was wave, so he would wave back, and then he'd get put back in the back of the stage. But I was like, no, you know what, I have respect, so I'm not going to do anything. So he goes by, they say his name, crowd goes fucking mild, nothing happens. Since nothing happened, I made a sound, I went, like, I wasn't that loud, but I'm sure somebody heard me, but it didn't matter, so he continued walking off the stage with that cheesy ass smile of his, and that was that. I didn't feel bad at all. I felt happy. I was like, oh, thank God. I had more people cheering for me than this retard. So he goes by, and then more people go by. A couple friends that I know, good friends, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking to Brandon because he's right behind me. I'm talking to him, and then I hear her name. And then I looked at her on the screen. But that wasn't what had me like. I said what the fuck, but I said what the fuck because of what they said for her. They said University of the Incarnate Word, like a scholarship for it, but she's not going to the University of the Incarnate Word. She's going to UTSA, which is why I was kind of like, I was like, what the fuck? But I'm guessing Brandon thought I meant like, is that her? Like, I couldn't even tell it was her. Again, like, I saw her, and I was just like, that looks a little different, way different. And even Brandon was like, wait, that's her? I was like, yeah. I'm confused why she's going to UIW. She said she's going to UTSA, which I'm pretty sure she still is, but they probably just said that because she wanted to show off something that she had. And so me and Brandon are just like, what? Yeah, bro, she really changed in the past, what, 3 weeks? Pretty crazy, but hey, shit, right? So I'm just, okay, cool, whatever. She's done. Never have to fucking see her again. So that's that. And people are going, more people are going, more people are going. And I see, or I'm waiting to see one more person, which is Ruby. I wanted to, shout. I want to say something for her. So she's, like, we're waiting, but she has a Mexican last name, so she's, like, at the end. So me and Brandon are also like, And Brandon's waiting for a girl that he really likes, and Alyssa. Okay, I'm going to name drop everybody, okay? And so we're just waiting. I'm just like, okay, dokie, what's her last name again? And we don't know. So we're just waiting. And I nearly missed it. Like, I looked down for a little bit, then I looked up, and I was like, oh, shit, it's Ruby. I didn't know if I should say anything. I was like, I would scream. Should I scream? And I asked Brandon, I was like, should I scream, or is that kind of weird for her? Because she doesn't, I don't know, we just don't exactly, I don't know, she's just a cool person. I didn't know if it would be weird. So, she's going by, and they're saying her name, and I'm like, fuck it. So we both say, we're like, Ruby! Like, out loud, And obviously she heard. And then she goes off the stage, all smiley, all everything. Me and Brandon are like, all right, that was actually pretty good. It's the one time for the one time. Do what you fucking can. Take the shot, whatever. It's not like, who knows. So, she's going by, and then now we're waiting for who Brandon's waiting for now, Alyssa. And we're waiting another Mexican last name. No, not even. It's just a V. So we're waiting, and then she's going up, and then we allow Alyssa as she's passing by, and she definitely heard that one. So Brandon's all like glee, fucking, he's all happy, and we're just like, all right, that was good, that was cool. So then she's going by, and then all the rest of the people, they were literally, holy fucking studish. They were literally at the end of the names and everything. So they're going down, and then that's it. Then the class president's going by, Esri, and she's, something for 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 something fucking scholarship bullshit. And now she's like, she's the last one because she's the class president, even though her last name is not supposed to be last, I think. I don't know. So she's there, and then she's like, okay, guys, thank you. Or like she's saying something, talking. And she talks about her sister, and then she's talking about other things. And then she's saying, all right, now everybody move your tassel from the left to the right to be great. And all that bullshit, right? And then everybody's all happy. And I was happy too. I was like, fuck yeah. I threw my shit. It is gone. My cap is gone. I don't know where the fuck it went, but it is gone. So I threw it. It had my name on it and everything, but I never got it back. I just took somebody else's on the floor that had no name. So I was like, this is mine now. So I go off with Brandon. After we all threw the caps, we were just like, all right, let's just fucking go. So I'm over here with Brandon. I'm like, we fucking did it, man. We fucking did it. We're all glee as could be. And I see Carter, and Carter's fucking crunk. We dap each other up. We're just like, and he's like, oh, we did it, bro. We fucking graduated. I was like, damn right, man. Like, we were just like, who's? And then we see Justin while going down. We see Justin, and you won't believe who's on my left side, him and her. Like, she is staring at me fucking hard. Like, I can tell. Like, and he's right there too. Like, they're looking my way, because I'm looking at my friends, and I have to turn to my left to see them, and I see them in front of, like, behind Carter. But I'm not paying any attention. I'm just like, we fucking did this shit, and we're all crunk. We're all like celebrating because this shit is a time to celebrate. And then you see them two. They're like, she looks fucking sad as could be. Like, I don't really understand what the fuck's going on over there, but it's not my problem anymore. So I'm walking with my friends, and I see Justin, and we dab each other up. Pretty nice dab. And we're like, we're all like fucking talking to each other. Me, Brandon, Carter, and Justin. We're just like, who's? Just walking up there, up the stairs, like as loud as it could fucking be, because who cares? No worries in the fucking world. So we're just going up the stairs. And we're just all talking like, oh, like, finally, bro, we're gonna do shit. We're out of high school. We're gonna do shit now. Different things. School still, maybe, for some of us. For others, maybe not. But it is a different time in our life now. we could only go forward from here. So we're all walking out the stage and everything, and then we see Famo, Alex, big Alex, and he has this 3 words thing. He always says 3 words: Daddy, fuck me, and as we were going up the stairs, I was like 3 words: Daddy, fuck me, just going up the stairs, and we're all saying it, and then coincidentally, Alex was right at the fucking door, and I dapped him up here, and we were like 3 words, Alex. He's like, Daddy, fuck me. And then we're just like, we're all cheering, and fucking Aiden, the fucking bad one, he's right there walking by, and he sees us, right? He sees me having a good time with my friends, right? And he's with her, Faith, right? I'll fucking say the name. He's with them, and they're walking by, and he sees me having a good time, clearly, because he's looking at me. They're both facing my way. But then he sees his friends or something on the other side, I think. I think he saw something. I wasn't paying attention. He saw somebody. So he, like, goes behind Alex, like, right there. Like, there's, like, no room, but he still goes through. And he was expecting her to follow him, but she didn't. So she went around like he should have. So I'm like, oh, good shit there, fucking bye. And we're just all talking to each other still. Everybody's there. This is all happening in the background. Like, that's what I can see. But in reality, what was happening with me is I'm talking to Alex. I'm looking at Justin and everything. We're all just talking with each other. And then I go to look for my family with Brandon. And Brandon and I are just walking. And then Justin sees his family. And then I continue walking. And then I see, what's it called? I see Carter. And then I see my family. My family finds me. And then Brandon says, all right, I'm going to look for my mom. I was like, okay. And then a lot of my family went, like a whole bunch. It was my mom, my Aunt Ashley, Amanda. Oh man, I'm trying to remember everything. Amanda and her boyfriend, and then my cousins, all the little cousins. We got like Carlos, I think, and I forgot the other one's name because I don't go often. And then we had Dom, we had Bree, we had Alyssa, we had Junior. We just had everybody there, and then my mom, of course, my dad, and then his girlfriend, and then Darwin, and then Melanie. Then just everybody was there. Phoenix, everybody's there. And I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people here. So I'm giving, like, a bunch of gifts. I'm giving my probably first ever pair or bouquet of flowers. You know, a man never gets flowers until the day of their anniversary, right? Or not anniversary, the day of their death, or maybe anniversary too. But I got flowers. I was just like, huh. I don't get flowers. You know what I mean? I was like, that's cool. That's a cool thing. It's not, oh, fucking homosexual. It's not, oh, you're gay or anything. No, like, flowers are nice. And I never had my own pair of flowers. I never really cared to have one because I could never take care of them. He's been in my room for the past day already. I don't know if they're alive or dead anymore, but I was kind of happy when I got these. I was like, wow, flowers of all things. Alyssa gave these to me, and I was like, okay, that's great. My dad's cousin, that's her name, Alyssa. So I was like, great, that's awesome. And I was given what was I given? A little headband. I don't know where it's at. My hair's all wet still, but I was given a little headband with little, little caps for graduation. It was like little bing, 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 moving, and little springs. And everybody wanted to take pictures, and I was hitting that pose with the flowers as well as the diploma, and I was just like making funny faces. Like, I don't care what I look like. It's a good photo, and everybody wants photos. Everybody's like, oh, take a photo. Whole family wants to go 3 photos here. 3 phones looking at me. I don't know which one to look at, and it's just a good time. I'm giving these like a huge card. And I'm giving like a little cards, and I'm just like, wow, this is cool. And this is my graduation, right? And whole family's just there, which is so cool. The whole family's just there. So we're walking. Eventually, like we have to go. We all have to. Everyone's like, all right, it's fucking hot. It was so hot outside. I was dripping sweat. Everybody was dripping sweat, but everybody was happy to be there. So everybody was like, all right, everybody was ready to go. They're all walking. I'm walking with my family. My mom goes, and I'm walking with my dad and everybody. And I'm tired, mind you. I'm tired. I spent like 7, 8, no, maybe 10 hours of playing Roblox the night of graduation, or the night before graduation. Sorry, the night before graduation, and I'm out of it. Sure, I fucking had fun playing Roblox. But now I'm like actually supposed to be like sweating and shit and all this stuff in the sun. I'm like taking all these pictures. I'm just like, oh, fuck. It's getting to me now. So instead of going home, we went to Chili's. I didn't feel hungry mainly because I was just tired, right? But I ate, but I was dozing off the whole time in Chili's. I was just like, like I was happy to be there, but then I had a headache. You know, I was feeling like shit mainly just because I didn't sleep. But it didn't matter because I was still having fun. But I was just dozing off so often. I was like they're talking to me, and then I got some of my strawberry lemonade. I was like, oh yeah, okay, hold on, I'm gonna put my head. Like I was just going to sleep every fucking 10 seconds. It was to the point where I had my food and I was able to stay up. I was eating. The moment I stopped eating, put my head down, and then the guy's like, oh, I'll take this out the way for you. I was like, oh, yeah. He was taking my plate. I was like, oh, yeah, that's good. What? Yeah, and I drank some more of my drink, and then went right back to sleep again. And then eventually time kept going on. We were there for like maybe 40 minutes. 40 minutes, and I was just out of it. And I like felt like, I think I had too much sugar. So I was like, oh, I haven't eaten anything exactly. And my first drink of the day is strawberry lemonade. Like, I'm going to die. So eventually I was just, all right. And then we were leaving. I think I fell asleep in the car. I think I did because we were instantly home already. Like, we were downtown. And I'm just like, and then I wake up and I was in a little bit of a mood. I was like a little upset. I was like, oh, fuck. I need to go to sleep. Like, I was tired. And I told my dad, I'm going to take a nap. You know, 19 hours of sleep is not usually a nap, you know what I mean? You know, 19 hours is usually like over a nap time, right? So, quick little cap nap of 19 fucking hours. Wow, I slept. I slept pretty damn good. It was like 6 o'clock. And I'm laying, I went to my room. Mind you, I'm still all sweaty. My hair is all sweaty. It kind of itches my hair because I'm just like, fuck, I need to take a shower. No, I didn't. I just slept. I laid down and the bed just consumed me. And I'm just like, right here. This is where I sleep right here. Right here. I slept there for 19 hours. I was out of it. I was like, maybe I should wake up to play Roblox later. It didn't happen. I just sat here the whole time. Dead. 19 hours of pure just eep. I went to sleep at 6 p.m. yesterday. Woke up at 2 p.m. today. Holy fuck. And I woke up this morning, and not this morning, this fucking afternoon. I woke up this afternoon, I'm just like, oh my god. I feel good. The thing is, I drank so much yesterday. I was like, where did it all go? I don't have to go pee. I stood up. Okay, I gotta go pee. So, dude, if I had a scale to measure my before and after taking a piss, I think I dropped 3 pounds, maybe more. Like, holy fuck, I was there for maybe 30 seconds, if not longer. It was just coming out, and oh man, it was crazy. I was just sitting there, and after that, that's what really woke me up. I was like, holy fuck, I'm awake. Oh, shit. And I took a shower, instantly took a shower, because I felt all weird on my hair. Like, you know, when you sweat a lot, and you're just like, oh, it all built up, especially when you have longer hair. So I'm just like, fuck, I'm going to take a shower. So I take a shower, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm alive. Whew. Taking 19-hour rest really makes you forget that you exist. I was just like, oh my. I was looking at my hands in the shower, just like, ooh, wow, I am real. What happened yesterday? And I'm taking a shower, doing my things, and I get out. Nobody's home. Like, nobody's home. Everybody's gone. I don't know where anybody went. And I'm just like, maybe I'm asleep still, but I feel great. So I'm walking around my house, just thinking like, all right, what do I do today? I need to post graduation photos, but I need to edit every photo first because I want to do something silly. And I'm just like, all right, I'll do that later. I wanted to make a video because I haven't been posting. I've been playing games, but the thing is, like, it feels like an assignment to edit things. So I'm sure I'm going to post this video soon once I get my Wi-Fi back. But other than that, like, I didn't know what to do. So I recorded a video. I was like, this is my day after graduation. It's just a little story on Instagram, just like showing me go outside, look at the sun for the first time after graduation. I'm like, oh my god, like it was so good. I don't know why. Like I absorbed the nutrients from the sun. It was just, like just everything, and I'm just outside, just enjoying life as it is. Nobody wants me, but I can't let those things really get to me right now. Like I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy that I can talk to people, in general. I don't need to be in a relationship because I can't live on my own. I'm happy that I am able to talk to people. That's a really big part of my day. Probably one of the most important parts of my day besides waking up and going to sleep and eating. But other than that, I've been having a great last couple of days. And it's thanks to 3 people. Might as well say the names. Brandon, fucking love that guy. Alyssa, really cool person. And Ruby, really cool person. Just the last couple of days have been really great. That's what summer's been really good. I have money now. I fucking have money. I got so much money actually. I don't know if the amount of money I got is necessarily a lot, but I do think like $100 is fucking crazy to me. So I'm just like, fucking money on, and man, I'm gonna be doing shit probably. Who knows what I'm gonna be doing? Going. I wish I had a car. I wish I had transportation, but maybe I could walk somewhere and just do my own thing. But other than that, life is feeling pretty fucking good, and if I could continue to live like this, I will. I don't want to die yet. I want to get muscles at least first. Please let me get like a good body. Let me intrigue somebody because they want to be with me because I'm that person, you know? And I don't know. I've been having fun, and I want to keep having fun. And God willing, I can continue to keep having fun. And to all the people out there, the haters, the lovers, thank you for being there because y'all give me the motivation to continue going. Like, what else? What else, right? What else? Of course, I love myself. Of course, I'm happy with myself. I have to love myself before I could love anyone else. And I've come to realization that I am who I am, and I will only be me. If there's nothing in the world that I own, it's my own body, as of now at least. Unless I get a Neuralink inside of me and then I can't control it. But other than that, I am who I am. You are who you are. We are whoever the fuck we want to be. And one day, I will hopefully be more than I am now. And only the future holds that, and only my will to do that stands in my way. So, I'm hungry, and I think I'm going to eat. Bye bye, guys. Oh, oh, God. Oh. Oh.